Okay, everyone. Well, hello. For those who do not know me, I am Mia Littlejohn, and I am the program manager here at the Scarring Alopecia Foundation. Thank you so much for showing up tonight or this afternoon for our More Than Hair webinar series. So today we have the amazing Jennifer Finninger, owner of StandsLuxe, and today we will chat about hair pieces, some of your options, and then some common questions. You all actually got the opportunity to send some questions in. So thank you so much to those who sent questions in, and hopefully we will answer your questions today. But there will be time at the end for a Q&A portion, just so everyone knows. So I also too will be monitoring the chat for you, just in case you have some last minute or live questions. But for now, I'm going to kick it on over to Jennifer. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Fenninger, and I own the business StandsLuxe and Strands Medical Wigs. And I have been cutting hair for 48 years. I've been in the medical hair replacement business for 35 or 38 years, and would love to just help any of you that I can, telling you options that you may have. Some of you may be at the beginning stages of a scarring alopecia, others may be a little bit more advanced. But as you probably know, each stage has different needs and you may have different wants. So, my plan is today is to just kind of meet with you and tell you some options that you have. Um, are most of you doing something as far as hair replacement now? I can see your little faces, I just can't hear you. So if you just put your hand up, then that way I'll know if you're wearing something now or are in the process or so in the process, not yet. Okay. Well, then I will tell you some options that you have, and we will start at the beginning stages just so that you have a better understanding. Now, I also know that scarring alopecia can affect people different places, different areas. Usually, I find that the frontal fibrosing scarring alopecia obviously is in the front. So it starts out that you're just losing a little bit and it's starting to come a little bit further back. And then it proceeds a little bit farther back. It starts getting more sparse on the sides so that you're all of a sudden needing something here, but everything behind that is fabulous. So I have a patent pending product for a frontal fibrosing alopecia hairpiece that actually I'll show you just because it's easier for me. Figure out which one it is here. Here we go. Okay, so what this is it is just a little front. It can be either a lace front or a polyurethane front. And I know your first question is, Jennifer, you're in Colorado and I live back east or wherever it happens to be. It's okay. I have salons that have partnered with me that I can help them get whatever it is you need and will help guide them and train them if they're not used to working with frontal fibrosing alopecia patients so that you can get exactly what it is you need. Um, what I in the very front, this is a lace. It can also be a polyurethane, depending on where you live or what your activity level is. Most people like the lace because it looks more realistic and breathes a little bit better. However, we also have this area of mesh that is in along here that allows the body heat to escape. So here if you're hot-headed, it allows your body heat to kind of escape. In the back, what we do is we will use tape at the two sides of the ears and typically a piece of tape just right behind the lace. In the back, there are snaps. There's 3 snaps that you, when it's put on your head, and this just covers your crown. Typically, fibrosing alopecia will continually work back and just get very thin back here. This actually covers it. So it can blend with your own hair. I have a website that is StandsLuxe.com. There's a live video on there with an actual patient showing how she has a short haircut that just blends right in. So that'll give you a better idea of exactly how this works, since I'm showing you the product, but I don't have a head to put it on. It is a European hair that is hand tied. None of this is machine made. So you can blow dry it, you can curl it, you can do whatever you do with your own hair. You only have to wash it about once a month. So after 30 wearings, you shampoo it, and I've got a video that also shows how to shampoo, condition, and style. Let it air dry, touch it up the next day, just to kind of go with your hair. Now, Sylvia, you've got a hair that is a little bit more styled, and so what you would want to do is just maybe even use a curling iron to get your hair to go back just a little bit better. And Julene, yours, I would show you how to brush it and comb it so that it would blend with your own hair and make that work. So, of course, DW, I don't know your first name, but DW, yours would be very simple because you would just take it, you would kind of cup it under. When the other thing that works really well is Velcro rollers, just to stick them in there at the very end of the drying process, and then it just blends with your own hair and goes under. So that way we've got versatility with one unit. The polyurethane is better if you like to tape it all the way up front instead of having the lace, even though the lace literally looks like it's growing out of your scalp. Can you guys see that? Not really, maybe if I stand up. That when this lace is here and your skin is underneath, it just looks like skin.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to have, and that's what you're going to want, is it to go from your forehead right into what looks like scalp. Okay? And then the sides, the way that they tape down, you can push that back, you can do whatever it is you want. So it works very, very well. Now, I can't tell, of course, because you guys are all so beautiful, who may have just a partial topper. That is more like what this would be. And this is a very tiny little topper that is a clip-in, but it's mostly just for your crown. If you notice that you're just losing hair in the crown, you simply whip this back and comb it in, put them down, and then you can blend it with your own hair however you do, whether you wear it up and need to add it to the rest of your hair, whatever you do, these just add to the crown. I have found that most people don't stay in these units very long. Now I've got it stuck in my hair. That they don't stay in these units very long because it seems like this is very temporary. It seems like you're going to start spreading out with the scarring alopecia a little bit more than what this would do. However, That's okay if that's all they want to do to start. I believe it is better to start simple, and you can always increase instead of going full bore and saying, oh my gosh, I've got too much hair, and not feel like yourself. Our hair is our identity. We want people to look at us in the eye and talk to us in the eye. We don't want them looking up at our hair and saying, I wonder what she's trying to do, or why is she wearing a wig, or what. We don't want them to even know you have anything on. And that's what this is about, is finding the perfect match, finding the perfect denier of hair, the type of hair that you have, and having a professional cut it to duplicate, so that if you do have sides that go back, or sides like Julian that come down, that it just blends right in. The color match would be perfect. You wouldn't be able to tell where your hair stops and where the unit starts. That's the true what we want. By having something you're trying to make work always looks like you're trying to make it work. And that isn't the answer mostly. Um, well, never, but even if you get past the point of you will never get past the frontal, because do any of you have the frontal fibrosing alopecia? Okay, so DW does, and she's the only one. So, with the frontal, have you noticed that it is starting to thin up in the crown as well? Can you unmute DW and then I can hear you? No? Yep,
Sorry,
there you go.
sorry about that. Um,
That's okay.
no, I actually I also have LPP, and
Okay,
so I have a mix. And the
very
LPP,
common.
the my crown is much worse than the front. The front's only receded a very small amount, and I lost my eyebrows, but the crown is the worst from the LPP. So
Okay.
I've been considering a crown topper.
Which this would be ideal for you. Now, what I can tell, and of course, monitor screens are always different, but to me, your hair looks a very light blonde or a gray that has a gold in it. Is that correct?
It's the gray with the gold in it.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. So that would be easy for us to make you a little crown. Now, where do you live? What
I
state?
live in North Carolina.
Okay. And I do have a salon that I can refer you to in North Carolina that would be able to help you with that.
That would be great.
Yeah. And my job, just so you know, ladies, my job is not to sell my business or my products or myself. My job is to educate you so that you have the best ideas of where to go from here, what to ask, where to go, what you may need. But if you ever need a referral, or for me to say, oh, here is somebody I partner with, I can get them the products that I think that would be ideal for you, then I can simply do that.
How can we contact you or the salon to find out where it is and who to contact?
My email, and Mia, I hope this is all right, is Jennifer at StandsLuxe, STRANDSLUXE.com.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And my email or my website is StandsLuxe.com. So you are all more than welcome to look at my website. It may even give you more questions or ideas of what to ask. It is it is frontal fibrosing specific only because that's what I have a patent pending in. But I, like I said, have done hair for 38 years. So I'm able to move to any direction as to where you are.
Mhm.
Um,
Great.
Tell me where are you, Sylvia?
I am in Washington, D.C.
Okay. And we've got somebody there as well. So
Great.
we'll
And
get
my
you
problem I always think about is the gray. The gray. I have gray and salt and pepper.
Yes.
But
Yours will probably need to be a custom. Well, my products, I can get human hair gray. And so that's fabulous. And then
yeah,
we can blend it in to the more of the salt and pepper in back.
right,
So that when you put this on, it starts gray and then it slowly fades into the salt and pepper.
right. Because I have mostly gray in the front and more a little bit
Salt and
black
pepper
in
in the
the
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
No, and I do
I'm
work with
so
that
happy
and
to know that.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not a one-stop shop for any of you ladies.
Mhm.
What you have is very specific,
Right.
and what you have um, is something that's going to need to be somewhat customized,
Mhm.
whether it be the shape, whether it be the
The
color,
color.
whether it be whatever it happens to be.
Mhm.
Um, that's what we need to concentrate on,
Right.
is that you are individual and your hairpiece is going to be individual.
Great.
But getting the best quality hair is key.
Yeah.
Not that I'm against, well, yes, I am against synthetic.
Mhm.
Just because of the longevity. As soon as you wear it a while, it gets that fuzzy business like doll hair does, and
Mhm.
you can't blow dry it or curl it out.
Right.
So then you're stuck with having to replace it.
Mhm.
Some people like that they can just shake like this and go. Well, that's fine, but you can do that. You're only styling a European hair topper once a month.
Mhm.
So if you've got it styled and all you have to do is get up in the morning and pop it on for 30 days, I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah, and the look natural is unbeatable on that too.
It is. Because you don't want a neon sign across your forehead saying,
I have
check
a
me
wig.
out, what's
Yeah.
going on?
And I have a wig because you do see sometimes those synthetics and they don't look as nice.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Can do any of you have any, like Nancy, I haven't heard anything from you, and you are on mute as well as Anne and Julene, but do any of you have questions?
Jennifer, there's some questions in the chat, but I know that Mia was going to maybe get to those later, so I don't
Very
know.
good. Okay. Okay. Um, just for those of you that want to move on to knowing what after a frontal, after a topper, if we need a little bit bigger piece, what we need to do, I'm going to move on to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is all European human hair gray with salt and pepper. I don't know if you can see that
Yeah,
it's got some dark in it as
yeah.
well,
Mhm.
but it's got a lace front, it's got a lace top so that your body heat again can escape. It
Mhm.
has 4 snaps.
Snaps.
So then again, you would use this in your front
Right.
and where it would look like it's just growing out of your forehead, and then clip this, use these to style with your own hair.
Right. Right.
I'm not very good at
Oops.
getting this in and out.
And, oops. Yeah.
But it just the style ability and the ease of the ability and the just the fact that it can look, if the wind blows, it blows like human hair.
Mhm.
It does everything that you need it to do. It's
Mhm.
not gonna do as those synthetics will blow and then they stay standing up there and you have to push it down. You don't
Mhm.
have trouble with any of that.
Okay. Wonderful. Yeah.
So this would be stage something, 3 maybe, that you have more coverage this way and
And
this
then
way.
this.
So you really are covering just about from here to here. But
Mm.
you've got the lace front, so it still looks realistic coming out of your scalp. Then there is human hair wigs that are European hair, all hand tied as well. This has a lace front. It has got the mesh in the top and the sides and the back. It does have some silicone strips so that it helps kind of hold onto your hair. But we can also attach clips to the sides and the back to completely hold on. Um, Again, I can get human hair, gray hair at 10 inches in length.
Uh-huh.
Anything longer than 10 inch usually has a blend in it.
Mm.
Unless it's gray and dark. I doubt you're cute as a button with it short, so I don't think you need to have it any
No,
longer than
yeah,
10 inches.
right.
So, but at DW, your top, even though this is just a frontal, and this is the human hair gray, we can get this is a 10-inch. Well, this is more than long enough to cover your own hair
Mm.
or blend with your own hair, even though the top ends way up here. And it also is one of my frontals.
Is it possible to have like a blend of different shades of different, because
Absolutely.
I never was a blonde. I always had brunette hair, and since I've gone gray, this is just what I've ended up with, and
Yeah.
I really don't feel comfortable with my hair this light.
Well, and it's funny because the colors that I have, which are so varied. But to even look at this has the
I
light
see.
blonde, but
Yeah.
yet it's got some dark going through it
Mhm.
as well,
Yeah.
is just very realistic.
Yeah.
And we can do a topper or a frontal in that. Now you're saying more of a crown. We can do a crown in that easily.
Mm.
Well,
So
that's great.
we've just, I think, can honestly, I can say with confidence, I can achieve whatever it is that you need.
Mhm.
We have to do a little homework. We have to
Mhm.
do, and I would be more than happy to help you with that. And contact, whether it's in DC or whether it's in North Carolina or whether no matter where you are. As I said, I have partners that I will contact and say, I met with Sylvia and here's what she's got. She's
Mhm.
got, salt and pepper in the back, but she's got gray in the front,
Front.
and we need to do a blend.
Mhm.
And then they would be able to have you come into the salon, show you what it is that I'm suggesting, and I am not the god by any means,
Mhm.
but I have products that, uh, especially with your front, that even now, how much hair do you have on your sides by your ears, Sylvia?
Oh, I still have some, but it's definitely more. I'm losing more. Is here. I have lost at least 3 fingers
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
um, on my front, but I can tell that I
Thinning.
have a ear, but it's thinning out the front.
Well, and what we can do is even with one that is like this,
Mm-hmm.
we can trim this back so that we're using more of your own hair in this own corner.
Uh-huh.
And then we can do a clip right here so that your own hair will come right over the top.
Over. Yeah.
and blend,
Blend.
and then everybody's going to see, oh, it's growing out of her ears. That's,
Yes.
I mean, it's hers.
Right. Right.
So there's little tweaking that may need to be done, but it's easy to do. I
Right.
mean, not easy for you to do, but easy for me to do.
For
So, um, and then find out everything that we need to do. And I can, like I said, either take care of you myself or I can partner with a salon in your area. I really, it doesn't make a difference to me at all. I
Mhm.
would love to contact a salon in your area if you don't have someone that you're using, so
Mhm.
that they have privacy for
Mhm.
you to come in, put it on, and I can Zoom with them or FaceTime with them and
Mhm.
say, okay, here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to just trim that to here.
Mhm.
Then it is your own hair. If you've got your own hair in the back that is fabulous, we only may need to do a
The
little frontal
front.
of the gray
Okay.
and not have to go all
Oh,
the way back.
huh. Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm so happy to hear all of that because I feel like I'm not quite maybe in need, but that's why I got a haircut that is layered and kind of
Cute.
can
Do
work.
me a favor. I want you to take your finger and put your pinky in the crook of your nose, and
Yeah.
I want you to close your fingers. Where does your hairline? Okay, close your fingers. Okay, so you're about a finger length off, is all. So we could do a frontal that would start just right a finger length or two
Length. Uh-huh.
right before your hairline. Do the lace right there, put
Mm-hmm.
a piece of tape, and then we can just do clip, 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 and you're good.
And then, oh, so I don't need to have the full head yet.
No, I
No
don't know that you
necessary.
ever will.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's, as I said, that this is all, who
How
knows?
long ago were you diagnosed with scarring?
Well, until I found that the diagnostic was about in 2019,
Okay.
because until then, just I went to dermatologist because I had the itch that, and I was
Yes.
losing hair. And so, change shampoo, don't use this, don't use that, but they couldn't until I got to the right hands of somebody that knew and took a biopsy of my scalp and then
Sure.
came with what was the problem, which I was
Yes.
very happy no matter what to find out. Okay, I'm not crazy. And so all of that has been not too long, but I have had the itching for a long, long while. I would say 20 years that it started.
Yeah. And is it mostly in the front or does it affect you in the crown as well?
Well, it's all over the head, including
Okay.
the back.
Okay.
So, but clearly I have lost more in the front for now, but I have still the itch when the inflammation starts getting worse all over the head. So I don't know the evolution of the this will be in my head, but it's good to know that there is we can
Well,
piece
and the
by
thing
piece.
is that it is so different for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, what DW experiences, what Nancy experiences. Hi,
Mhm.
Camille. Um, what everybody experiences is so
Different. Yeah.
individualized that you can't say this is the
One
blanket
fits all. Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
That's why with the hair replacement, it's like this just fine tuning
Mhm.
exactly what is perfect for you.
Right. And the hair and all of that. Yeah.
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 And
That.
the denier of the hair is very important. Some people have a very thick piece of hair. Some people have that baby
Baby.
fine hair.
Yeah.
And if you're wearing a thick hair and you've got thin hair, it just looks stupid. And then
Mhm.
if you have vice versa. It doesn't blend and it screams out loud to you.
Right.
So,
And how do you
determine
find,
that.
yeah, determine that?
Well, either I would have you go to a salon that you partner with,
Uh-huh.
or simply send me some of your hair.
Oh, okay. Just a sample, a piece, and
Some that you lose.
yeah.
I mean, you can
Oh.
just take, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't need to be cut or anything like
Uh-huh.
that, just something so that I can see how thick that individual strand is.
Right, right. Got you. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
just had a haircut today. I could have got some
True.
anyhow, but that's cool. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Anyhow, I guess all of these questions about how the process, because since there is no cure, unfortunately, for that, so it's always a process that everybody's going through in different levels of loss of hair, of course. Um, and but it's good to know that there is you are there and there is
There's
something that we,
options.
yeah, options, exactly.
Absolutely. And Camille, I know you joined us a little bit, popped in a little late. But do you have any questions or did you pop in too late?
No, actually, thank you, Jennifer. I have FFA. As you can see, I have very, very curly hair.
Which
I
is
have,
beautiful.
thank you. I have yet to find a place that can show me something that looks like my hair. So I've walked into a few places and I've walked out frustrated. So your thoughts around curly hair being able to match the curl pattern that I have?
It is not a problem. What I would like for you to do is snip me a sample of underneath in the back what millimeter your curl is. My guess is you're about a 25 millimeter. But then it would have to be custom just for, and I don't know if you actually saw the frontal, did you? Did you, Camille, see the
Yeah,
frontal?
yes.
Yeah, so what we would do is get it in your beautiful red color, but we would make all of this with that 28 or 25 millimeter curl. I would recommend doing a lighter density because when you have that curl, you know how they lay on top of each other. And if you had a light to medium density instead of a light density, it would end up being too much hair for you, I think. But duplicating the curl would not be a problem.
Do you have any recommendation for a salon in New York
Yes,
City?
actually, there's three different ones that I am working with now and that I will get in touch with to see if they would be willing to use my product and make sure that it's the perfect fit. However, it's going to have to be custom, and I can tell by looking at you what it's going to need to be, but I would want them to do the fitting for you and do the cut in for you. However, it is, I can assure you, Camille, you're going to love it.
Mm.
So, in fact, what I may do, since I am working with the manufacturer right now on some inventory, is have him do one in a red light density, 25 millimeter curl, and then maybe we can meet all again and I can show you what that would be. Um,
That Jennifer's been my frustration is not being able to see something. I've walked in and I've seen a lot of straight hair and I'm like, nothing here looks like me. And I just walk out frustrated. And a number of the salons have said to me, well, you just have to trust. And I'm like, I
uh-uh.
understand the concept of trust, but I don't know you. I don't know anything about this whole wig process. And you're asking me to put my trust in you. It's just not working for me.
Well, and not only that, unless you can see what they're talking about, I mean, I could show you this, but that means nothing to you.
Right.
I I just got back from the American Hair Loss Trade Show. Everybody is asking about curl. Everybody. And of course, curl, I have curl, the ones that I have there, people swept up because they are hard to come by. So I'm going to increase my curl line or availability so that people with curly hair have an option. I mean, why should they be shunned? So what I will do, Camille, is have one made as a sample. And that way I can show it to you or send it to a salon in New York and have them show it to you. I mean, we can figure something out, but I'm not going to say, oh, invest in me and trust me until you see it.
Right.
I want you to look and say, oh my gosh, this hair is the best quality. And I only use the finest products because I have been in the industry for 38 years. I've seen that hair that mats up and crawls up and oh, is awful after you've worn it a couple months. And I'm just not going to do that. My integrity is high quality. And I would not give you anything that wasn't the same.
So what would be the next best steps?
What I think I should do with you, Camille, is order one in, get it in, and then I can ask Mia, or you can through my email, give me your contact information. I can contact you when it's in, contact the salon in New York, and partner you two up.
Okay.
Please fill out
Wherein
a form on the website. Sorry to interrupt. I just think that's the very best thing. There's contact us form on the website. And
and
there's a
put patient.
partners for patients. So there's
Yeah.
ones for salons and there's ones for just patients. And if you fill that out, it's the best way to get into the system and be contacted.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Alicia.
I did have one other question. How
Sure.
comfortable is this? I know you've described it. You've said there's the tape, there's the clips. I've heard the clips are horrendous from my
Yeah.
hairstylist, that they're just really hard on the hair. So
It
how comfortable is
depends
this?
very. In fact, if you watch my video of my live client that I have on my video or website, StandsLuxe.com, she plays pickleball, she golfs. There's 3 little clips. The biggest trick with clips is you've got to get it close to the base so that that hair isn't moving. If it's got a little bit of give to it and does this, it hurts and will pull your hair out. If you are right down at the base so that there's no movement, you don't have hair loss. I have people that have worn toppers for years and years and years and years. They don't have any hair loss because they're getting it right down to their scalp. If there's give in there, it does hurt really bad. It's like somebody pulling just a couple hairs at a time. And if ever you put on a topper and you get it down close to your scalp and you're like, ooh, that's a little tight, just undo the clip and push it back down. Undo the clip and push, and it releases it. But it's still at your scalp, but it's not pulling.
So I guess the right salon will help to train you with this.
Yes.
Okay.
And
And
that's what you want is the right salon.
right. And people with this type of condition, scarring alopecia, does this make it worse? Wearing
No,
one of these?
no. Because of the mesh that is in the middle, it's allowing your scalp to breathe. Even though some people, which isn't my forte either, is they will bond it and glue it to your head. I don't think you should be doing that. That is smothering and locks in your scalp. Your scalp can't shed, your scalp can't breathe. I want you to be able to take this off to sleep, to go swimming, to go for a run with your dog. But to be able to have something that makes you feel complete, that you can put on, clip on, and go. But be able to shower and wash your hair and take care of it just like normal. Just put on, like you put on your glasses, you just put on a little frontal. It's just
Okay.
an additional accessory, is the way that I look at this stuff. It's not that you're hiding behind anything. You're facing forward. You just want to look your best and feel confident. And I don't know
Okay.
what any of you do for work or for social, but a lot of times when you are facing people, your first reaction is to kind of drop your eyes and look down because you don't feel confident. You don't feel um, like you can face forward. And I want you to feel that way. I want you to take you to that next step of taking it from hiding to feeling good about yourself. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, and I'm going to try new glasses and we're going to try this and we're going to try that. It's amazing what a confidence builder it is. Just to have a little hair. Hi, Jelaine.
Yes, I'd like to say that my hairdresser, so I am wearing a topper. My hairdresser, so I have the LLP,
Yes.
and it started probably 11 years ago. It
Okay.
started with a smaller spot, and then, so anyway, I am still wearing my toppers right now, and I only, when he made them, my hairdresser kind of does the more so for the people that want them glued on and they wear them
The
for a month,
bonding.
bonding, and then they come in, and I didn't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
So I kind of talked him into, all I have is two clips, one in the front, one in the back.
Okay.
So it's worked for me. The only thing is I've been considering maybe a full wig because I just want to change the hairstyle. I'm kind of stuck with, and with the kind of the salt and pepper that I have, I guess I stopped coloring my hair. So my hair was really dark. And I stopped coloring probably 7 years ago or whatever.
Okay.
So with that, I'm just kind of, but then it's that thing of, well, then if I appear with a cute style wig, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, wow, what's happened to her?" or whatever. So I'm kind of,
You know what? I'm just going to be honest with you and tell you, Julene, that I think to do a full wig when you have as much hair as you've got on the sides and the back is going to be too cumbersome for you. I think what you should do is still get a topper, but have it get so that it's got a little bit more movement. It'll still be short through here, but you've got a little bit more hair.
Mhm.
Let your own hair grow a little bit under there, and then you can end up having even more versatility, but still with a topper and not going to a full wig. To go to a full wig it's a lot. Where do
Mhm.
you live?
Minnesota.
Okay, well, at least you get cold weather. I was going to say because they're hot.
Yeah.
Even though the European full wigs have that mesh inside to be able to breathe. Let me grab this one. It's got all of that mesh inside. They're all hand tied, and they do. They're fabulous wigs, but it's covering.
Mhm.
I like what I have found with the patients that I work with is taking a topper and adding even like that one that I showed. Now, of course, this is way grayer than you, but if you have a topper that has this much circumference and it's got a little bit more length to it. You still can have this short down here and just blended so that your short hair is coming out below, and then you've got length on top.
Mhm.
And then you can always let your sides and back grow, even if, and it would be your own hair. So if tuck it and let this grow a little bit more so that it gets a line, so that it's almost more of like a short bob,
Mhm.
then you can still blend this with that. And then you can move into just wearing a topper differently.
Mhm. I know
That's what I would suggest.
my hairdresser didn't think I should go to a full wig because he said you have, your sides and around the back part is all good.
Mhm.
So,
Do you have hair loss about to here?
it's probably more I've got a little bit of bangs and then it's kind of, yeah. No, I do have probably from the sides here down. So it's kind of,
Okay,
yeah.
that little strip on the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I still would just stick with a topper of a different length so that
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you've got. I wish I had thought to pull out pictures, but of course I didn't know what questions I'd have. But to be able to take and have length in through here, but still have this cute and short.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then you can let your back, sides and back grow so that it's more of a short bob to start with it
Mm-hmm.
kind of piecey around your face. And then you've got a whole nother look, but your topper's still going to blend with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah,
That's
it's
what
kind
I
of
do.
kind of scary to jump to a full wig. Yeah, but
Mhm. And I came across a partner for Minnesota. So, where are you in Minnesota?
we're about 180 miles from the Minneapolis St. Paul. We're closer to Duluth, Minnesota.
Okay.
We're,
Okay.
yeah.
I can't remember now off the top of my head where that. It wasn't St. Paul or Minnesota, though. It was an outside town. So, but if you want to send a partner with us and have me research for you, then I can get back in touch with you. And even though you have a hairstylist, well, he obviously got you your topper, correct? So
Mm-hmm.
he's in the medical hair replacement business.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, I certainly don't want to step on his toes, but does the hair that you wear is the gray synthetic, which it typically is,
I thought
or is
he
it
had,
human hair?
I thought he said it was a mix, but is that possible?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
And with the dark hair as well, a mix as well.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you worn this topper?
So I only have two toppers. And if I'm home and not going out for the day, then I don't even bother putting them
Yeah,
on. But it's been so simple because he only did two clips for me, front and
yeah,
back. And so you just, clip them and just comb a little bit or fix a little bit, and then out you can go. So
sure.
pretty simple.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. Well, I would even love to know if you'll do that partner with us, Paige. I would love to know who he is and contact him about the human hair gray and salt and pepper toppers that I am able to have that I manufacture. So,
Okay.
I would like to partner with him as well if you'll put that on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
You,
I haven't heard from Nancy yet.
and I wanted to chime in.
Well,
I'm
there
in
you go.
Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Yes,
Okay.
near Jackson. And the other, so I definitely am interested if there's anybody around here.
There
Um,
is.
The other is my hair is naturally curly,
Yes.
and I have at times used a brush and straightened it, but since it's thinned, I have just left the natural curl do. And right now, I think I'm doing pretty well, although it's definitely LPP, and I definitely have lost. Right, it's mainly right on here, but even on the sides, I had itching for a long time, and before I got to the dermatologist, so I may have lost some just because I wasn't getting, treatment at that time. And this is like 6 or 7 months. That's all I've known about this. But what do you do with naturally curly hair? I'm assuming
A topper is where you would start. Very little. I mean, very tiny little frontal, if that, with the curl in it to duplicate your curl. You've obviously got a much bigger curl than Camille has. So
yeah,
I
right.
would also try to match what your curl is so that you can just squeeze it and just add a little bit of oomph. But the way you're wearing it looks good. I mean,
And
I see where you're talking about just in the front,
yeah,
it could use just a little extra, but it honestly, the way you wear it is
right
good.
now I'm not sure I need it, but
No,
if it gets much more, I may at some
yeah.
point.
And have you noticed quite a bit of hair loss in these 6 months?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's been
It was
thin.
more before that.
I thought I was attributing something else to it being thin, another medicine that I'm on. And
Okay.
and then I discovered right up here I was getting little bumps, and that's not right. So that's when I was diagnosed.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have somebody in Mississippi, or would it be
There is somebody in, well, I do know of somebody in Mississippi. Again, off the top of my head, I can't
there? Yeah.
spout it out because my brain isn't there. But if you too will fill out that partner with us and put Mississippi, where you are in Mississippi, we will look and find somebody that would partner with you right there.
Okay, that would be good.
I was reading
Just for
somebody's.
clarity too, on the website, there's two different forms. Partner with us is for salons, and then contact us will be the form you'd like
Oh,
to fill out. It's just,
okay.
it's simpler.
Thank you, Alicia, for clarifying that because I keep saying partner, but it isn't. It's contact us.
Okay.
Jennifer,
Yes.
um, my situation's a little different. I
Trying
have
to see who's talking. Oh, there you are. I was looking up above. How can I help?
I have FFA, but I
Yes.
also have androgenetic alopecia. So
Okay.
I have had a receding hairline for quite a long time. A
Okay.
couple of years ago, I got a topper because my son was getting married and I just looked so awful in pictures with no hair. And I was able to wear it for about a year, but then I've lost so much hair on the
Let
sides
me
and
see
the
your side. Here, turn your
top.
head. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I can't wear the topper anymore because the clips don't have enough to clip into. Um, I was just diagnosed with the FFA a couple months ago, but I'm leaning more toward a full wig because I need it on both sides. I need it on the top. And I've always had thin hair, so I don't have a ton of hair in the
Oh,
back.
tell me your name again. I don't. Oh, Jill.
Jill.
Jill. Jill, did you, I want you in particular, there's one of these here. I think it is this one. Where'd Jill go? Oh,
I'm
there you
here.
are. This one is very thin and fine on top. So it would still blend. It covers your ear to ear, and it will cover, let me just show you, to right here on, so it is right here on your crown. So then it goes crown to your ear, crown to your ear, and then this just simply blends with your back. And of course, I didn't style this because I didn't know I was going to be showing it. But if you just, style this so that it kind of goes under like yours and back, this blends with your own hair. It's going to cover ear to ear.
And how does that stay on?
It's tape on the sides, tape in the front, and then 3 little clips there. Or you could use 2.
The tape, it doesn't pull out your hair when you take it off?
Well,
Because I'm
what
not
we could,
totally.
what we may do is at the ears, do a small baby clip. Or even just clip up above. The gal on my video on StandsLuxe.com has just a little bit of hair there as well. And she just wets her finger and gets the tape or a Q-tip with alcohol to get your hair off the tape. But I don't know that I'd go to a full wig. I just don't.
I don't know. I just think it would be a whole lot easier to just throw the wig on. I actually have a synthetic that I bought a couple months ago,
Uh-huh.
but it
It
is
looks too
just so
thick.
much hair.
Yep.
It's just so much hair because I've been so thin for so long. It just doesn't feel like me.
Yeah.
But I don't mind you wearing a full wig. That part of it hasn't been a problem. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of afraid of.
One of my questions is for all of you is, did you go to the last trade or not trade show? What is it called that the alopecia, Scarring Alopecia Foundations get together? Did any of you attend?
Yeah.
Do you plan to attend this next one that they're having? I think it's in April. Mia, are you there?
Hi. We actually aren't having the Scarring Alopecia Foundation is not having an event in April, but I know there is another event associated within the alopecia, scarring alopecia realm.
Okay, I was thinking you had something coming up.
Yeah, no, but we will announce when we have our next conference coming up. But kind of like Jennifer was saying, if you are interested in the future, it is a great opportunity to connect with others in person and share tips and share tricks. It was
And
really
I would be there to be able to show you personally some things and take a look at your hair and even uh, find a partner in your area for you to go to and make some suggestions. But again, you don't, since there isn't going to be one. Did you have one last year, Mia?
we had one this year.
Oh, was it this April?
Yes, it was this April.
And so you're not having one next year?
No, we're not having one next year at the moment.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, I was thinking it was annually. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, if if you ladies fill out the connect or contact us, I will be more than happy to find somebody for you and find what it is exactly that you need. So that we can kind of work together.
Jennifer, what are the price ranges from the least amount to like a full wig price?
It varies greatly. Um, Typically, I would say somewhere between 1,600, right around in there for a frontal, like this little, I can't remember who it was. DW was talking about this teeny tiny little crown one. That's even less for her just to have in her crown because she only has really hair missing in her crown. I would have to check the price on this one. But then a full wig is around 26 to 2800, but it's European hair.
Mhm.
The finest quality and all hand tied.
Great. Well, everyone, unfortunately, it's been such a great hour. It just flew by. I mean,
Yes, it did.
it really did. But I mean, we had such an amazing presenter. I completely understand how that time flew by. Jennifer, on behalf of the
Thank you,
Scarring
Mia.
Alopecia Foundation, we just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with us.
I
As
am so glad that you asked me and that I am always here for any of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You're
yes, thank you.
welcome.
It
Thank
was
you.
great. Yeah, I learned
All
a
right.
lot.
And we
Thank
will
you.
be in touch.
Yep.
I
Okay.
will send out the email and the website for Jennifer to all of the attendees. So that will be coming to your inbox.
Very good, Mia. Thank you.
Of course. And everybody have a great night.
Okay, you
You
too.
too.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Jennifer.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.